Hi guys, Southern Cygnar here with my first battle report. I'd also like to mention this is the first time my troops have touched the table, so we're wishing them good luck. Scenario day is Mangled metal. We have the Khador deploying and moving first, and the Cygnar deploying and moving second. The troops, we got Siege, 2 defenders and a hunter. Squared off against Butcher, 2 juggernauts and Beast 09. So the initial deployment, my opponent puts down Butcher, Beast, and the 2 juggernauts. Juggernaut 1 on the left, Juggernaut 2 on the right. And I deployed Siege, Defender 3 on the left, Defender 2 on the right, and Hunter advanced deployed. And sorry for some of these fuzzy picture guys, I'm still a noob with this camera. But for focus, my opponent gives 1 focus to Juggernaut 1, 1 focus to Juggernaut 2, and 4 focus to Butcher. He then promptly, as expected, runs Juggernaut 2, Beast, Juggernaut 1, and Siege as fast as he can towards my deployment zone. So, on my focus allocation, I give 2 focus to the Hunter, 2 focus to defenders, none for Siege. On my first activation, I move the Hunter up, take a shot at Jug 2, doing 5 points to column 1. Then move the defender up, shooting at Jug 2, doing 9 points to column 4. Moving the third defender up, doing 5 points to Jug 2 and column 3. Unfortunately, even with all that damage, no systems were dropped. Finally, I move up Siege. On the next activation, Butcher gives 1 focus to each of the Juggernauts again, keeping 4 for himself. So, as you would expect, Juggernaut runs, Beast runs, Juggernaut runs. My opponent was thinking here that I might be close enough for an assassination attempt, so he takes he takes Butcher and runs him over behind this wall. So, on my focus allocation, I give 1 focus to the Hunter, 2 focus to Defender 2, 2 focus to Defender 3, and 1 focus to Siege. So, for my first activation, I drop the Hunter back, take a shot at Jug 2, doing 9 points to column 1, killing both his movement and his left arm. At this point, I felt like I'd be safe to switch targets. So Defender 3 drops back, takes a shot at Beast, doing 4 points to 1. This is where I made a mistake that I'm going to pay for later, not realizing that once Beast gets hit, he moves 4 inches to the guy who did damage. So much for my keep him out of range plan. So, on my third activation, I drop the second defender back, shoot at Jug 1, doing 8 points to 3. Now, this next move, I move Siege back, and I shoot at Beast and missed. Now, my opponent looked at me like I was crazy, but the thought was if I hit Beast and he moves forward 4 more inches, there's a good chance he's going to be out of range and can't get focus from Butcher. But as it turns out, it didn't matter because I missed. So here's where the piper gets paid. My opponent gives 3 focus to Beast, keeps 3 for Butcher. Now here, we feel like he may have made a slight mistake, although it's not huge. He moved up the wounded Juggernaut 1, and then he moved up Juggernaut 2 that didn't have any damage, but no focus for running or charging. Then he moves up Butcher and casts full throttle. We both kind of felt like later, talking about the game, that he should have moved up Butcher first, cast full throttle, that way he got more movement out of Juggernaut on the left. Then Beast charged Defender 3, crits him on the first attack, doing 10 points to 1, knocks him down. The next 2 attacks auto hit, so he does 11 points to 4, and then kills him with the third attack. On my focus phase, I give 1 point to the Hunter, 3 focus to Defender number 2, and 2 focus to Siege. The first activation, drop the Hunter back, take a shot at Jug 2, which kills him. I then move Siege up, pop his feet, which catches both Beast and Juggernaut on the left, fire at Jug 1, doing 20 points to column 4, which killed both the right arm and the cortex. Get some Siege. Then I charge the Defender at Beast, missing the first attack, drives me nuts, and doing 14 to 5 on the second attack, which killed both of his left and his right arm. Remember, he had damage from some earlier fighting or firing. So my opponent, here is where the rules mistake was made, or I guess it's an error. He gives 3 focus to the Juggernaut, which he should not have been able to do because the cortex was dead, but we both kind of overlooked it until later. And then he keeps 3 focus for himself. He then he moves Butcher up and casts full throttle, and then charges the Juggernaut in Defender number 2, doing 10 points to 4, 7 points to 2 with his second attack, and his third attack killed him off. It was somewhere around here we figured out he shouldn't be able to do that, but a friendly game, we didn't feel like going back and redoing it, so we just kept it as it was. So another dead Defender, and it's looking grim for the home team. So in my focus allocation, I give 1 point to the Hunter, 5 points to Siege, and so my activation, I move the Hunter out, take a shot at Jug 1, doing 5 points to 4, and leaving him with 1 damage box. Great. Siege then charges in, attacks Beast, doing 4 points to 2, and killing him with his second attack. And then with his last attack, he attacks Jug 1, killing the last damage box, and killing all of my opponents' jacks, which means victory to Cygnar. And
a country boy can survive. Country folks can survive.